What's good, Rangers? It's your boy Rain, and today we're going to be watching, reacting, and reviewing the 1946 film, It's a Wonderful Life. Now, I've never seen this movie before and have no idea what it's about, as I have not watched any trailers or read any descriptions, but it looks like this movie is ranked number 21 on IMDb's top 250 movies of all time. So I'm really looking forward to watching it. That's pretty high praise for this movie, and there was actually an option to watch this movie in black or white or color. I chose color, but low-key I feel terrible choosing color. I feel like I should choose black and white. I have seen plenty of black and white movies, and I enjoy them, and I feel like since this is a classic, I should watch black or white. But given that there's a color option, and I know they try to like upscale the colors and all that, I kind of feel like it would be paying a homage in a way of like making their efforts of making it a color movie worth it, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to be watching the color. That sounds so wrong. I was gonna say I'm going to watch the colored version, but I'm going to watch the version of color, or I'm going to watch the whatever, you get what I'm trying to say. But that's the version I'm going to watch. Before we jump into it, if you love watching movies as much as I do, or if you get energized by watching other people's reactions like I do, or if you just want to show me your support, I highly recommend you subscribe to my channel. I have over 700 movies I'm interested in watching. I just need your help telling me what's prioritized. And if you really enjoy my reactions, I highly recommend checking my Patreon link down below for the full-length reaction. More to discuss at the end, but for now, let's lay back, kick our feet up, maybe grab some popcorn, and let's get into it. This is a Christmas movie? An Archaeo radio release? Let me find out Randy Orton up in here. I bought some, I said this in the last reaction, but I bought the crossbars for my feet. I got a sitting desk and all that, so bought some crossbars so that way I can like strengthen my feet and also just like de-stress them or whatever, take out the knots. And my right foot on the side is just like a huge knot or something, and it feels terrible, but I'm forcing myself to do it.
Owe everything to George Bailey. Help my friend, Mr. Bailey.
George is a good guy. Give him a break, God.
I wonder where this is based in.
Please, God, something's the matter with Daddy.
That's kind of animated.
Hello, Joseph. Trouble? A lot of people asking for help. George Bailey.
Are these solar systems talking to each other, or is that...
It's that clockmaker's turn again. Hasn't got his wings yet, has he?
That's like an embryo talking to the Milky Way.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, Clarence.
Is he sick?
No, worse. He's discouraged.
Life?
That man will be thinking seriously of throwing away God's greatest gift.
No, it's gonna be something funny. Oh, I guess it is his life. Thought I was gonna say something funny.
What's that book you've got there?
The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Oh, thank you, sir.
Whenever I said this before in a different movie reaction too. Whenever I watch something and you reference a book, whether it's visually or by name, I always like just want to read that book and see why it's being referenced.
I don't see a thing.
Forgot you haven't got your wings yet. Concentrate. If you ever get your wings, you'll see all by yourself.
So wings help them see?
Hey, who's that?
That's your problem, George Bailey.
I thought it was an adult. Oh, let's say, okay. This looks fun.
My kid brother, Harry Bailey. I'm not.
Did something happen to him?
Oh, Harry.
Ice crack or something?
Harry.
Oh no. Oh my God.
George saved his brother's life, cost him his hearing in that ear.
Oh wow.
Mr. Potter.
That's Henry F. Potter,
Harry Potter?
man in the county.
Harry Potter as a muggle? Is Harry F. Potter? Is the F for front though?
Hot dog. Me, Mr. Gower, George Bailey. Hello, George. She was here first. I'm still asleep. You're like every boy. What's wrong with that?
Oh, she a hoe! Yo, they training her young. Hey, yo. This is giving me like Sandlot or not Alfalfa.
With coconuts?
What's that?
I don't like coconuts.
That show with the kids. He does the number 911. I'm blanking. I love that movie. I called it a show, but it's a movie.
Is this the year you can't hear on? I'll love you till the day I die. And I'm gonna have a couple of herons. Wait and see.
She wants you all to herself, my boy.
George, you're not paid to be a canary.
Why are you crying? His son died of influenza. Guess he didn't have Mr. Cullen to change him.
Anything I can do back here? I'll get them, sir.
Just wait for him.
Yes, sir.
Is he about to off himself?
They have the diphtheria there, haven't they, sir? Is it a charge, sir?
Oh, good God.
Fast there, Captain Cook. Where you heading?
Uncle Billy, telephone.
Who is it?
Bank examiner.
Switch it inside.
I'm not crying, Mr. Potter.
Yep.
Pop,
Just you put it. Somebody's children, Mr. Potter. You can't begin to spend all the money you've got.
he's not a failure. You're the biggest man in town.
All right, son. All right. Thanks. I'll talk to you tonight.
He heard that with his one ear.
Why, that medicine should have been down an hour ago.
Where's this blade Varsa capsules?
Why didn't you deliver them right away?
His ear's bleeding.
You put something wrong in those capsules. It wasn't your fault, Mr. Gower. Poison. I know you feel bad.
Oh wow.
Fitted up with brushes, combs.
Nope.
At least the dude was admitted he was wrong. But damn.
Who is it?
George Bailey.
It's a good face. I like it. I like George Bailey.
Handsome man.
Did he ever marry the girl? Did he ever go exploring?
Wait and see.
I see a flying carpet, huh?
I could use that as a raft in case the boat sunk.
No charge.
His name on it.
Little present from old man Gowan.
Well, I'm working across on a cattle boat.
A cattle boat.
Thanks ever so much for the baggage.
I wish I had $1 million.
Hi, Ernie. Hiya, George.
Hi, Bert.
And for the carriage freight.
That shorty?
Good, that's some dress you got on there.
I'm gonna start talking to this woman like that.
Wanna come along, Bert? We'll show you the town.
No, thanks. I
Family man.
He saw that girl. Now he wants to go see what his wife's doing.
George, that's why all children should be girls.
Oh, never mind. George.
They having sex up there? What's going on? Were they having fun? Like partying?
George, sit down and have dinner.
I've eaten.
Boom.
Annie, I'm in love with you. There's a moon out tonight.
You slap her ass?
Pop, can I have the car? I'm going to take over a lot of plates and things.
Have them.
Interesting how the older brother saved his younger brother in the ice, but he lost his ear and the other brother didn't.
Gangway. So long, Pop. You coming later, George?
What do you mean? I'd be bored to death? I act like that when I graduate from high school.
Your mother and I talked it over half the night.
There's some old ass high school and college students. Look like he's 40 years old talking about in college.
I know it's soon to talk about it.
No, I couldn't face being cooped up for the rest of my life.
No offense.
I want to do something big and something important.
I feel that in a small way, we're doing something important.
I know, Pop. I just feel like if I didn't get away, I'd bust.
You're right, son.
You see what I mean, don't you, Pop?
You get yourself an education and get out of here.
I think you're a great guy.
Boy, did you hear that, Annie?
About time one of you lunkheads said it.
She nosy as hell. She in a whole different room with her ear against the wall door.
Pop, I think I'll get dressed and go over to Harry's party.
1928.
My kid brother George, I'm going to put him through college.
How are you? When'd you get here?
Right to call me. Well, freshman.
See, that kid in the back looks young.
Harry, you're the guy I want to see.
He looks like he's in college. At least. Yeah, he's graduating high school. Get out of here.
George, welcome. Now, Harry, Sam, have a lot of fun.
Hello, well.
Do me a favor, will you, George?
What's that?
Dance with her, will you? Come on, be a sport. Just dance with her.
Violet want that dance.
Don't be long, Marty. I'm not being one verse.
Watch her be bad as hell.
Hadn't have been for that race had been it. I tried to find out who it was later.
Violet is beat.
You
Kind of a
remember
guy I
George.
am.
This is Mary's.
It's that classic hairstyle for women. The waves on the side.
You look at me as if you didn't know me.
Well, I don't.
Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes.
He got a game. My boy.
Not tapped by the judges will remain on the floor. Let's go.
That's cool. Like no one dances nowadays. As someone who likes to dance, it's always been unfortunate. All
I'm not very good at that.
Neither am I.
I gotta do is jump in place. Look like. It's like the white version of merengue. Oh, they low-key gang. Jiggy, I like it. Oh, now I'm rocking with it. Hey, tap dancing? They just humping with a gap in between. Here's it. Get out of here. That's Violet. Oh, he killing it. My boy. And she going sick.
What's the matter, Othello? Do you know there's a swimming pool under this floor? George Bailey is dancing right over that crack.
That's not the brother, is it? I don't think so. But that man's traumatized with the water, my boy. You gotta chill out. Yeah, oblivious or what? Hey, oblivious as hell. Yeah, they deserve that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Dumb as hell. Oh, they still going. Yeah, they getting married for sure. That dude just made their jobs even better. He was jealous to try to mess it all up, but he strengthened the connection. They gonna jump inside? Oh yeah. What the hell? That's funny.
Do I look as funny as you do?
You look wonderful. You're the prettiest girl in town.
Why don't you say it?
How old are you anyway?
18. Too young or too old?
You look a little older without your clothes on. I mean younger.
By train, please.
You're a caboose, me lady.
You may kiss my hand.
And kiss on the lips.
Hey, Mary.
I was lumbering down.
Oh no, my boy.
I'd like to live in it.
I wouldn't live in as a ghost. Now what?
What'd you wish, George?
See the world. Then I'm coming back here and go to college and see what they know. The old skyscrapers are.
My boy, you could have just kissed her. What's she about to do next? I was about to say she asked. She wished for him to kiss.
What'd you wish, Mary?
Like buffalo bells, can't you come out?
She about to do it next.
What'd you wish when you threw that?
If I told you, might not come true.
What do you want? I'll give you the moon, Mary.
I'll take it. Then what?
I got the moon right there, and
And the moonbeams that shoot out of the ends of your hair.
I'll give you the moon, Mary. Leave him for me, please.
Why don't you kiss her instead of tonguing her to death?
Facts. He tried a few times.
Want me to kiss her, huh?
You just wasted on the wrong people.
Facts. He got no game.
What do you...
He wanted a kiss, and she ready to go crazy.
Mary? Okay, I give up. Where are you?
Over here.
There you are, catch. Wait a minute. What am I doing?
Make her work for it.
This is a very interesting situation.
Please give me my robe.
Nah, this is like the second time he tried to kiss you, and you will. Well, he didn't try this time, but he a better man than me.
I've read about things like this, but I never...
I'll call the police. Then I'm going to scream.
In order to get this robe, I'll make a deal with you, Mary.
Keeps getting bailed out of these kisses.
Your father's had a stroke.
All right, this is a big deal.
Hurry.
You got a doctor?
Yeah.
I want the board to know that George gave up his trip to Europe.
I claim this institution is not necessary to this town.
Too soon after Peter Bailey's death to talk about...
Damn, so his dad actually died?
In that case, I'll ask 2 executive officers to withdraw at the passing of Peter Bailey.
I'll go further than that. Peter Bailey was not a business. A man of high ideals. Common sense can ruin this town. I happen to know the bank turned down this loan.
You have all the papers there. Is
Friend of yours. Starry-eyed dreamers like Peter Bailey.
Just a minute now, hold on. Neither you nor anybody else can say anything again. He didn't save enough money to send Harry to school, let alone me. This rabble you're talking about. Anyway, my father didn't think so. Well, in my book, he died a much richer man than you'll ever... Well, I've said too much. This measly one-horse institution where people can come without... Come on.
So he's like the big bank, and he's trying to crap on this little bank with noble intentions.
Boy, oh boy, that was big mouth. You should have heard him.
What happened? You still want me to hang around, George?
I miss your train. Your week will already go on.
He about to take over the business.
I can get another job. I'm only 55.
Only 55.
George, they voted Potter down. George, you did it. Big up.
Now you can take a safe travels. You do it.
You can keep him on. That's all right.
I'm leaving right...
George, they'll vote with Potter otherwise.
Go.
That's right. Harry became a football star.
But what happened to George?
You know what the 3 most exciting sounds in the world are? Uh-huh. Plane, motors, and train whistles.
I like trains.
Uncle Billy, you haven't changed a bit. Nobody ever changes here, you know.
Is he dating Violet? Who's that?
I want you to meet Ruth. Hello.
Well, I wired you. I had a surprise. Here she is. Meet the wife.
Congratulations.
Can't wait to
Nobody
see
tells me anything.
You really?
So I guess they were invited to the wedding.
Mother offered him a job.
Oh, we got you in the job. Well.
Yeah, he wanted him to have the job so he could leave.
I never said I'd take it. Well, I won't let you down, George. Wait a minute. I forgot the bags. I'll be right back.
Damn, George might be cooked. His dream of traveling might be cooked.
Ruth,
What's his job?
what about this job? Is it a good job?
Oh, yes, very. Harry's a genius at research. My father just fell in love with him.
You did, too.
How's it a good job with a good future if the pay's not there? What else is there to offer if the pay's not there?
Boy, I could spit Potter's eye.
Hey, yo.
What'd you say? Where's my hat?
He's bent.
Point me in the right direction. Would you do that, George?
I'm right straight down there.
I was say, at least you don't gotta worry about him drinking and driving. That was clean. Where'd the hell Mary go? I guess 4 years and at least 4 years and 3 months passed since we last saw Mary. His dreams are cooked.
I
do you like her?
She's swell, isn't she?
Did you know that Mary Hatch is back from school? Came back 3 days ago.
I was gonna say, it seemed like she just graduated too. If he graduated and they the same age.
Can you give me one good reason why you shouldn't call on Mary? Not crazy about him. Eyes.
And all's fair in love and war.
This relationship been brewing for a minute. He tweaking for not seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, why he look like he about to make out his mother? That's crazy.
I'll go out and find a girl and do a little passionate necking.
My boy.
This direction.
Execute this time, George. Oh, damn. He went the opposite way. Mary's gonna run into him.
Excuse.
Violet again. Jesus Christ.
Stick around, fellas, just in case, huh?
We'll wait for you, baby.
She a treesh.
Where are you going?
Probably end up down at the library. What are you doing tonight?
Nothing. Oh, I'd love it, Georgie. What'll we do?
Is he like...
Go up to the falls. It's beautiful up there in the moonlight. Then we can climb Mount Bedford and smell the pines.
Shoot, like, I just wanted to hook up. What's all this romantic, creepy stuff you talking about?
You gone crazy? Why, walk in the grass in my bare feet.
Damn. They had the whole crowd around.
Forget about the whole thing.
He procrastinated Mary. I think he like her. I ain't gonna lie. Violet look good though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What are you doing?
Oh, Mary, happen to be passing by.
Have you made up your mind? Your mother just phoned and said you were on your way over to pay me a visit.
Oh, throwing him the lob. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
I'll be downstairs, Mother.
Oh, that's dope. She gonna invite him inside and he not gonna see it? Oh, she trying to get romantic.
Well, are you coming in or aren't you?
Well, I'll come in for a minute.
He about to hop over it. Damn, he aggressive.
I didn't tell anybody I was coming over here. Get back.
Tuesday?
Get that dress.
I like it.
All right.
Like it on you.
I thought you would go back to New York, like...
I don't know. I guess I was homesick.
For Bedford Falls?
Of you.
My family and everything. Would you like to sit down?
She trying to... He ain't gonna see the painting.
Would you rather leave? Well, then, sit down.
He got no wrist, bruh.
Some joke, huh?
Let's go with him. He gave me tight. He's like so nervous that he's becoming a douchebag.
Smells like pine needles around here.
Thank you.
Smell. Oh, yeah.
He changed.
Nice about your brother Harry and Ruth, isn't it? Don't you like her? Just marriage in general, you're not a...
Mary, who's down there with you? What's he want?
What do you want?
Not a thing.
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
What's your mother? Me? I don't know. You tell me. You're...
Kiss him.
Why don't you go home? Good night.
Oh, it's Sam.
She gonna pick up and hang up.
Mary, he's waiting.
Pick up and hang up.
Hello?
Forgot my hat.
Oh my God.
Hello, Sam. How are you?
Trying to make him jealous.
There's an old friend of yours here, George Bailey. Just a minute, I'll call him. George! George, Sam wants to speak to you.
He gonna say, keep my girls comfy or safe or something.
What are you trying to do, steal my girl?
Here, you...
We can both hear. Come here.
Kiss. God damn it. Kiss her forehead. He like he about to bite her forehead. He's like resisting like he Edward from Twilight.
Why Rochester? Why not right here? Well, you tell your father you can get that for a song. Thrown out of work when they close down.
Hey, that sounds great. Mary, you're in on this too. Now listen, have you got any money?
Well, a little.
I may have a job. Well, this is the biggest thing since radio.
God, can you guys kiss? The anticipation is driving me insane.
I'm here.
Will you tell that guy I'm giving him the chance of a lifetime?
The chance of a lifetime is right there.
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
I don't want any plastics. I don't want any ground floors.
Mary.
I want to do what I want to do.
George.
What the? Same. Like, what the hell?
Here they come! Here they come!
They're married. Where Violet at? She right there throwing the... I think that's her. Her mom tight. So they did that Just Married for a minute, huh? This is a 1946 film, I think.
If either you two see a stranger around here, it's me. Bert the cop sent this over. You going on this here now, honeymoon?
Connecticut.
Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna shoot the works. Hottest music and the prettiest wife. Then what, honey?
That was cute, I guess.
Funny going on over there at the bank. I've never really seen one.
Oh, don't tell me his plans are gonna get canceled again. Okay, that's not his building.
Let's not stop. Let's go.
They stealing? Did Potter die or something?
Ollie, what's the matter here? Can't you get in?
Does Uncle die or?
What is this, Uncle Billy? A holiday? Come on in, everybody. That's right. Now, look, why don't you all sit down? Here, there are a lot of seats over there.
He's gonna have to tend to every single one of them?
George, can I see you a minute? All right, now, what happened? How did it start?
About an hour ago, I handled all our cash. And then I got scared, George, and closed the doors.
He gotta give the money that for his trip to all those people.
Yeah, hello? It's Potter.
Don't take a loan from that guy.
George, are you all right? Do you need any police? I am going all out to help in this crisis. They will close up for a week. I may lose a fortune. Just tell them to bring their shares over here. If you close your doors by PM, you will never reopen.
All you can take with you is what you're giving away. What you would have given away, I think I said.
You can take this one off now.
So those things on his finger mean something about the banks calling him?
This thing isn't as black as it appeared. I have some news for you, folks.
But, George, I got my money here.
You're thinking of this place all wrong. Is that? Well, your money's in Joe's house. That's right next to yours. You're lending them the money to build.
$242 in here.
Sign this, you get your money in 60 days.
Old man Potter will pay 50 cents on the dollar for every share you've got.
Are you going to Potter's?
Now, listen. He's already got charge of the bank because he wants to keep you living in his slums. And here, when things weren't going so well and you couldn't make your payment.
He good with the people.
Can't you understand what's happening here?
I feel like this movie is a 1946 movie, but it's talking about current events still.
We've got to stick together, though. We've got to have faith in each.
They're still gonna charge through the door.
Americans on faith. I've got to have.
How much do you need?
Oh my god.
$2,000. This will time.
$242.
That's like, Jesus Christ.
Your account's still here. That's a loan. Bless your heart. Of course you can have it. You got 50 cents.
His wife looking like, hey yo.
One bingo! Still got $2 left. Well, look, let's go.
Those Rockefellers.
Calls Rockefellers.
Wait.
I wish they were rabbits.
I wish they were too.
Where's his wife? $2 in that big ass safe.
Oh, poor Mary.
There's a call for you. Mrs. Bailey is on the...
That's my wife. Here, I'll... Come home. 320 Sycamore. What? The Waldorf Hotel, huh?
She trying. He said trips to your crib in the middle of the night.
Hey, this is the company's posters, and the company won't like it.
What we want is romantic places, beautiful places. We gotta get this up. He's coming. Who?
Oh, they're hanging up posters of places as like a romantic gesture of like, this poster is France, this poster is this, poster is that, and like you could travel the world and because they gave up all their money. Is the poster the other way around? Nah, she a ride or die.
Entree.
There we go. A girl planning something at loss. He's like, oh, she took off her clothes? And there's a bed? I got one of those coats for my suits, but I'm not a big fan of how it looks. So if you guys know any nicer coats like he just took off, let me know. I have two, one black and one like grayish like he had, like a dark gray, and I never wore them. I like a lot of suits. Wow. The ingenuity.
Welcome home, Mr. Bailey.
If I'm him, I'm going on my knee again and proposing. Again. He chose right. Violet can never. Oh, he's kissing her properly this time. I love you true. Are they singing? like this hug thing that they got going on is so interesting.
Remember the night we broke through windows in this old house? This is what I wished for.
It's like they're making out with their cheeks. What is this? It's like they're like really, they get physically look like they're deep into a kiss, like they're on the verge of just going like sick, but like their go-to is cheeking. It's very strange.
What did he? You rented a new house?
I own the house.
Harry, come on, bring the baby.
Oh, did he change like the community with what he did? The other dude that did 50 cents on dollar probably tight. I mean, they only had $2 left anyway, so. The dude that asked for $242, he on my hit list. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, wow. Is this what he created with his bank thingy being open? Or was this already in existence? Because looks like there's construction.
Mr. and Mrs. Martini, welcome home.
Wow, this is amazing.
That this house may never know hunger.
And wine, that joy and prosperity may reign forever.
I'll tell the congressman to wait.
There's the old cemetery, squirrels, buttercups, dozens of the prettiest little homes you ever saw.
George, a man of the people for real.
And are the local yokels making with those David and Goliath wisecracks.
Wow, this movie is like 100 years earlier than current day, and it's just so relevant.
Every one of these homes is worth twice what it cost a building and loan to build. It's no skin off my nose.
I don't get that saying. Please someone explain it below.
Bailey family's been a boil on my neck long enough.
We just stopped in town to take a look at the new fact. Hey, why don't you kids drive down with us?
Is that the one? Is that the girl that was in his office all up on him, or is that a different shorty?
I offered to let George in on the ground floor, and, well, I guess we better run along. See you in the funny paper.
Oh, George a goat, man. Hope this works out. Hope there's a happy ending to all this. Hope Mr. Potter gets cooked.
Thank you, sir.
Damn, what kind of seat is that?
Well,
That seat is very purposeful, making everybody look smaller than him.
I am an old man, and most people hate, but I don't like them either. But the Bailey building alone. In fact, you have beaten me, George.
George has been years ahead playing chess. He sees forward. He doesn't get stuck by the present demands and obstacles. He stays driven with a goal clear in mind.
I have stated my side. Now let's look at your side. Out of which, after supporting your mother, but George Bailey is not common, ordinary yokel. Frittering his life away, playing nursemaid to a lot of god.
That's what makes this movie even crazier, because George wants to get out, but he's the man of the people for real. Like, he's doing things for others and not himself.
Well, what's your point, Mr. Potter?
My point? You out at $20,000 a year.
Damn, he's making $45 a week right now. 45 times 52? Whoo! That's way more than that.
You're not talking to somebody else around here, are you?
George Bailey, whose ship has just come in. I'm offering you a 3 years contract.
Well, Mr. Potter,
Sorry, my mental math is kind of leading me astray. Let me try one more time. All right, so $45 a week, 52 weeks. Let's just do 50 weeks. 5 times 4 is 20. Did that feel uncomfortable to him or something?
I don't need 24 hours. No! We're nothing but a scurvy little spider.
And it goes for you, too!
So I think it's around like 2,500. Let me see. Do quick maths.
You wouldn't mind living in the nicest house in town? Buying your wife...
45 times 52. Yeah, I had a feeling it was 23. But yeah. Damn, that's 10 times more. Sheesh.
I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my...
That's essentially $450 a week instead of 45.
I'm gonna build skyscrapers 100 stories high. What is you want, Murray?
See, it would be clutch if he could, like... And I think this won't be the case, just knowing how Potter works, but if he accepts that job and uses that 20 bands to upgrade his town and the building alone building. He about to give her a kid. I could tell.
Hi.
It's always the hi. Yup. What I tell y'all? When they look at each other and they say hi.
Why in the world would you ever marry a guy like me?
Okay, maybe I was wrong. I'm not speaking from my past experiences either. I'm just, things I've heard.
I didn't want to marry anybody else in town.
Didn't even have a honeymoon.
Baby?
Mary, you on the nest?
Ha.
You mean, what is it, a boy or a girl?
Mm-hmm.
Ha.
Mary had her baby, a boy. Then she had another one, a girl.
Damn, that baby's huge. The one in the crib.
Night after night, George came back late from the office. Then came a war. Mary had 2 more babies, but...
2 more? So he had 4 kids? Damn, he needs some condoms.
Came head of the draft board.
1A.
Is he gonna get George drafted?
Gower and Uncle Billy sold war bonds. Marty helped capture the Remagen Bridge.
Hold on now.
Air raid wardens.
Yeah, that was gross.
Like everybody else, on VE Day, he wept and prayed.
What's VD? Veterans Day or VJ Day?
Now show him what happened today.
Hey, Ernie! The headline there, Power, look at this. The second...
His brother got the Medal of Honor. That's what's up.
Harry, now, in long distance from Washington.
The extra read all about it. That's so crazy because it makes you realize how old sayings like this are.
Well, how's Mother standing? What'd they have to eat?
Man is here again.
What man? I'll be right back. Oh, good morning, sir.
Carter, bank examiner.
Mr. Carter.
Is he getting audited?
Well, I trust you had a good year.
Oh, no, he wants to talk to Uncle Billy. You just hold on there. I don't blame you at all, Mr. Carter. Just step right in.
8,000.
Don't do no shady stuff, please. No, he's about to give him 8 bands by an accident.
How does Slacker George feel about that?
People like George had to stay at home.
No, he put the money in. Oh my God, dude. He put the money in the.
Good morning, Horace.
I guess you forgot something. You forgot something.
No, Potter's gonna take the money out. Oh my God, I'm pissed.
Take me back there. Come on, look sharp.
Oh, he's gonna get the money back? Oh my God, that's what karma does to you, bruh. You're too busy talking crap.
Well, hello, Vi.
George, can I see you for a second?
She's trying to treesh.
You know your nephew, remember? Harry.
Here he is. Yes, everything's fine. $1,000.
She gonna try to kiss him. She look like her husband just died.
Leave your hometown, start all over again. No, here. Now, you're broke, aren't you? Want to walk to New York?
I ain't gonna lie, she look good though. Whew. He definitely chose right though, for sure.
I'm glad I know you, George Bailey.
I can't imagine watching this in black and white. Infidelity.
Merry Christmas, George.
What's going on? Well, yeah, he wants the accounts payable to...
Told you he was getting audited. Accounts payable.
Did you see Uncle Billy with any cash last night?
After you took since you left the house, right? This way.
And did you put the envelope in your pocket?
Yeah,
Uncle Billy,
well,
look, do you realize what's going to happen if we don't find it?
Even in rooms that have been locked.
How do you forget this much? Like, damn, bruh. You don't remember, like, talking to Potter? Like, come on.
Where's that money, you silly, stupid old fool? You realize what this means?
He might get a stroke.
One of us is going to jail. Well, it's not going to be me.
He got pet animals, huh? Them grays is graying.
Bless you.
Oh no, is he sick?
Well, the Merry Christmas wreath with the window.
Nothing's the matter. Everything's all right.
Still in that little bare spot, right? He calls today about the parade, the banquet.
Her hair is so nice. Hope Potter does the right thing.
Mom said we could stay up till midnight and sing Christmas carols.
No, I don't want the families over here.
Excuse me!
Excuse you for what?
I burped.
Zuzu, well, what's the matter with Zuzu? The doctor, was the doctor here?
Yeah.
Of course, it's this old... Why do we have to live here in the first place and stay around this...
Dad, how do you spell frankincense?
I don't know. Why, ask your...
This is the last straw.
Well, what happened to you?
Want to get my flower a drink?
Oh,
Look, Daddy.
we'll paste this together. Good as new. No, give the flower a drink.
He clean.
I know, but you just go to sleep.
Yes, this is Mrs. Bailey.
Kids looking nicely raised.
The doctor said that she ought to be out of bed in time to have her Christmas dinner.
Hello.
He gonna spaz on her.
Say, what kind of a teacher are you anyway? You realize she'll probably end up with pneumonia on account of you? You know, maybe my kids aren't the best dressed.
Hello, Mrs. Welch. I want to apologize.
Oh, Mr. Welch. Will you get out and let me handle this? Okay, Mr. Welch, anytime you think you're man enough, you play it over and over again. Now stop it, stop it.
He about to start destroying stuff. He got Abraham Lincoln on the wall.
I'm sorry, Mary.
Go to your room. You grounded.
I didn't mean that. You go on and practice. Pete, I owe you an apology, too. What do you want to know?
Nothing, Daddy.
What's the matter with everybody?
You gonna get sick.
Daddy in trouble?
Yes, Pete. Hello? Uncle Billy?
Through some sort of an accident, my company shortened their accounts.
Oh, there's a man over there from the DA.
He trying to scare them.
I'll pay any sort of a bonus on the loan, any interest.
Could it possibly be there's a slight discrepancy? You misplaced $8,000. Have you notified the police? What have you been doing, George? Not that it makes any difference to me, but suddenly become quite important. George, you got any stocks?
I have some life insurance.
And you asked me to lend you 8,000. You were going to go out and conquer the world.
It's crazy because he's talking down on him as if like he don't have his money. Nothing he's doing is wrong. It's just you have his money.
In a life insurance policy. You're worth more dead than alive.
Oh, he's gonna kill himself. That's what the whole thing was in the beginning.
But I tell you what I'm going to do for you, George. I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. You can't hide in a little town like this.
This probably really be happening to people too in real life.
Dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there and you can hear me.
So that's why in the beginning they were saying so many people are praying for George because all his kids were praying for him and all that.
Show me the way. Oh, God.
Will somebody take you home?
Please go home, Mr. Bailey.
This Mr. George Bailey.
It isn't enough she's slaved.
My best friend, get out!
That's funny. What a coincidence.
Last time you come in here, you hear that, Nick? Go sit down and rest. Please, no, go.
Drinking and driving with something like this early? It's off of everything. And that's crazy. He has the money, and now he just crashed his car, and can't even like. Must be so expensive to fix at this time.
My great-grandfather planted this tree. Get this car out of here.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Look where you're going.
You're gonna jump. That sucks. Like, even if he gets the money back, like, I'm still mad about him crashing the car. Because now that's a deficit he shouldn't have had. There's ice down there? That's how cold it is? Damn. Is that the Constantine, whatever the name was from the beginning? The star? It's interesting. You go from wanting to end your life, but seeing someone else in need, you save them. So he became a real person, Clarence? Or is that just a figment of his imagination? I guess it wasn't.
How did you happen to fall in?
I jumped in to save George.
Well, I did, didn't I? Where do you come from?
Heaven?
He's spilling all the tea. I thought it would be a secret.
Your lip's bleeding, George. George, I'm the answer to your prayer. That's why I was sent down here.
Well, who are you then? AS2, what's that AS?
Angel, second class.
That was auditing software back in the day.
Cheerio, my good man.
Why'd you want to save me?
Killing yourself for money. I told you I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about.
Tell him Powder got it.
What happened to your wings?
That's why I'm an angel second class. And you'll help me, won't you?
Sure.
By letting me help you.
I'm worth more dead than alive.
If it hadn't been for you...
If it hadn't been for me, everybody'd be a lot...
Where do you even get that information from, George? Come on. You know that's completely irrelevant and not true. Clarence, it's not about a job, bro. You got a responsibility. You got obligations. You got just a care to actually want to change him, not just for your goddamn wings, my boy.
I suppose it'd been better if I'd never been born at all.
Listen, say things like that. What do you think? Yeah, that'll do it. You've got your wish. You've never been born.
What's the difference between him trying to kill himself and then granting the wish?
You've never been born. You don't exist.
Say something else in that ear.
Oh, you can hear out of it. Your lips stop bleeding too, George.
Well, what's happening here? I'll stroll up to my car and get...
Fly, I haven't got my wings.
You haven't got your wings yet.
You don't got a car. You don't exist. Let's see. The tree's fixed.
You have no car.
Well, where's my car? Tree, here, I ran into it.
You must mean two other trees.
Pottersville.
Don't think I know where I live.
He didn't exist. Potter taking over.
I don't know. Either I'm off my nut or he is.
Clarence.
Clarence.
I like how they still make him, like, interact with the world and not, like, invisible. I thought that he would be invisible.
Look, I'm the boss. You want a drink or don't you?
I was just thinking, heavy on the cinnamon.
Just give him the same as mine. He's okay. You got someplace to sleep?
That some angels just got his wings. But why, don't they believe in angels?
He never grew up.
293.
Hey, you rummy there. Come in.
Mr. Gower, look, this is George Bailey.
Throw him out.
Mr. Gower!
Spent 20 years in jail for poisoning a kid.
He doesn't exist, so he wasn't able to stop the poison. Wow.
You see, George, you were not there to see.
I wasn't there. Remember the stick? Hey, what's going on around here?
He catching on way too slow. I know, like, if you, like, in here, you're gonna be, like, really, like, perplexed. But, like, if someone's telling you you don't exist no more and they, like, showing you time after time, like, how long gonna take you to catch on?
I told you, George, I'm your guardian angel.
I think I left my water downstairs, but I can have another one.
Well, then why am I seeing all these strange things?
Don't you understand, George?
You don't exist.
Well, if I wasn't born, who am I? Tell it, my name's George Bailey.
No cards, no driver's license.
That's how thorough they are. He's not born, so no car, no papers.
What?
Zuzu's petals.
Oh, wow.
Been given a great gift, George. Chance to see what the world would be like without you.
I think this part of the movie is making this movie so much better. Up until this point, I'm like, it's a solid movie, it's a good movie. But now this is where it really stands out on, like, meaning.
You're driving me crazy, too. I'm seeing things here. Going home alone.
Oh, my gosh, she'll be with Sam, isn't she?
How am I doing, Joseph? Thanks. No, I didn't have a drink.
I like the comedic aspects of this as well. A bunch of flashing lights. Bunch of neon signs, flashing lights. So this is better or worse than what he was? I don't remember the layout and like if this is better or not. Kind of looks like it's better. I ain't gonna lie. Oh damn, shit. All right. Or are these all residential apartments? I don't know.
They went out of business years ago.
Is that Violet? Yeah.
Ernie, take me home. I'm going off my no more. Now hurry up. All right. Now, you're Ernie Bishop, and you live in Bailey Park with your wife and kid. That's right. Okay, just step on it. Just get me home.
Is this the place?
Of course it's the place.
We better keep our eye on this guy. He's bats.
I mean, how many signs do you need really to like? I mean, I truly I do get that it's crazy to fathom you not being born anymore. But how many signs do you need of like someone telling you they're an angel, you making a wish that you're not born anymore, you don't have no papers, you have no petals in your pocket, like this dude just teleports out of nowhere, no one recognizes you.
Thank heaven you're here.
Back there.
What's the matter with you two guys? Hey, you Ernie, will you take me over to my mother's house?
Sure. Ow! Run, Joe! Shut up! Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I had him right here.
I need a drink.
I haven't had Mentos in a minute. I eat these like I eat mint like they're candy. But I love Mentos. So I just finished eating Thin Mints earlier and yesterday. Got Mentos and I got Junior Mints in my bag. I feel like this would be easier without any noise to eat. Or maybe not. I guess it's kind of country. I thought the wrapper would be easier than the box, but maybe I'm better off eating the Junior Mints.
Something terrible's happened to me. Please let me come in. I know everybody you know.
You know him? And if you ask me, that's where you belong.
Each man's life touches so many other lives.
Can you imagine? That'd be kind of cool if we could reverse it, of course. But if we could see the world without us, see how many people we impact and like what we influence in the world, mess around and the world's better without you. That would be insane.
Are you sure this is Bailey Park?
But where are the houses?
You weren't here to build them. Your brother, Harry Bailey,
Saved the lives of every man on that train.
there to save Harry.
I gotta be careful what you wish for. Parents used to tell me that when I was really young. Be careful what you say.
You see, George, you really had a wonderful life. Don't you see what a
Title of the movie, Wonderful Life.
Where's Mary? If you know where she is, tell me where my wife is.
She never married.
Where's Mary?
The library!
That's kind of cool how she's old and never married. You'd think they would take the easy way out and say she's with Sam, but she was destined for him.
Mary! Mary!
Don't tell me you're gonna start kissing.
Oh, don't do this to me, please, Mary. Help me!
Yeah, he's catching on way too slow, and it's getting me a little annoyed. I ain't gonna lie.
Tom! Mary!
No, you don't. Somebody call. Get out of here.
Tom!
That's you! Back!
Oh, we're getting it popped. Oh, wow, wow. Try to quick scope his ass.
Parents! Parents! Get me back! I don't care what happens to me. I want to live again. Let me live again.
It's snowing again. It got a little quiet, but they looking for him. Like, are you okay? Kind of thing, rather than you're arresting him.
You all right? What the Sam Hill you yelling for, George?
Bert, do you know me?
Hey, your mouth's bleeding. Are you sure you're all right?
My mouth's bleeding, Bert!
Now he's seeming crazy again.
Merry Christmas!
Damn, Clarence, you could have told him where the AK was? Damn. I guess it's not the point, but damn, Clarence.
Merry Christmas, movie house! Mary! Mary! Oh, look at this wonderful old drafty house.
He's gonna touch the wooden thing, it's gonna break again. He's gonna appreciate it now.
Pete!
Yep.
Oh, kids! Janie! Janie, Tommy!
Where's the fourth one?
Where's your mother?
Hallelujah. Hello. Oh, George.
Hey, hanging on the back. That's cute.
Are you real? Well, you have no idea what's happened to me.
Wait.
All right.
Come on.
They raised 8 bands or something? Or the party people? I don't know.
I hear them coming now. George.
He's kissing her. Oh boy, horny. Hey.
Everybody in here.
George, Merry Christmas. Oh, Mr. Martinez.
All right. We can't keep. Potter can keep the money, right? Though, like. But hold on though, like Potter not keeping the money though, right? Then how are you gonna know how much to give back to everyone? Yo, Mary be a ride or die, bro. I need a Mary for real. The honeymoon, the asking for help.
Just a minute. Quiet, everybody.
Mr. Gower cabled you need cash. Stop.
Sam Wainwright.
I'm taking my money back from on the table. Hey, I might take a little extra too. All right, let me stop. Bank examiner like, hey, yo, what the hell's going on here? Bro, Potter not keeping the money though, right? It's the 8 bands. Oh, I thought he was gonna give him I thought that was the guy that was working with Potter and had the 8 bands.
My big brother George, the richest man in town.
Oh wow, Tom Sawyer. See, that's the thing. Like, I want to read the book now. Remember, no man is a failure who has financial friends. Oh, thanks for everything. I think I said.
Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Yeah, where's Mr. Welch? Are they there in the house supporting him? Clarence got his wings. All right, where is Potter and the 8 bands? Don't get me tight. Yeah, she's smart. She getting all the airtime right now. Other kids, they out of luck. The end. All right, well, there goes my reaction. Let's jump into the review. All right, so initial reactions. I really enjoyed the movie. It was a really good movie. I thought up until I guess when he was on the bridge, I thought the movie was pretty solid. And then from that point on, it just got so much better. Like, I really enjoyed it. I think that last piece definitely made the movie for me. The first piece was good enough to stand on its own, but just as a solid movie, the end was everything for me. I thought it was amazing how you can show someone at like one of the darkest moments being reminded of their importance and what they mean to not only their family, but everyone else and all the things that they impact. Something as trivial, I say trivial respectfully, but like him saving his brother's life, which his brother saved dozens of other people's lives. And so since he didn't save his brother, if he didn't exist, those dozens of people don't exist. I mean, like, they died. Like, that's insane. Even when he was a kid, and I think it was Mr. Oh, damn, now I'm forgetting his name. He saved, he noticed that the dude put poison in the capsules rather than medicine. So if he doesn't exist, he poisons a kid. Like, all that stuff is crazy. And I think that just goes to show, like, in the darkest times, like, you consider, like, your impact on everyone else. Like, whether you made someone smile today, or you made someone happy, or you just impacted someone's life, like, you taught them a valuable lesson, or maybe you made someone sad or heartbroken, but you're making them a better person for it because they got to experience it in hopefully like a safe environment, with you being like a safe person to learn from, rather than someone like more toxic or, you know, things like that. So it's just crazy. Really, really great movie. Oh man, I'm kind of upset that I'm upset that Potter didn't have like a redemption arc at all. Like, even at the very end, it would have been lovely if Potter pulled up. I mean, I guess that probably wouldn't be too fitting of his character, but it would have been nice to see some type of redemption arc from him. And I know not everyone deserves one, and that wouldn't be a real life if people had redemption arcs, because there's just terrible people out there. But like, it just sucks to see, like, and all these people are willing to do it, but I'm that kind of person who like is still thinking of the deficit. Like, now all these people are out of money, even though they're willing to do it, whereas in like the money was there. Like, it wasn't even like an actual like situation that required people to come up. Like, it's just someone made a mistake and someone wasn't a good person to help alleviate the mistake and undo it. He just kept the money. Like, it's terrible, but nonetheless, like, just seeing everyone come together was beautiful. And I remember him saying specifically too that Potter was teasing him, like, oh, don't you have friends? Like, why don't you ask them for money? And he was like, oh, these people don't have that type of money. And little does he know, like, people came through for him. Like, and it was such a clean transition too, because right when he went out the house, someone called. Oh no, his wife was calling And so I'm like, is she calling back the teacher, Mrs. Welch, to apologize? But she calls the store, Bailey and Build, is it? To talk to homie, Uncle, whatever his name is. Now I'm blanking on his name. Uncle Billy. And she finds out the truth. But that while she's finding out the truth of what happened, we're not being shown that. We're just showing George going crazy. And so we see only his part of it, but we don't see her rallying up the troops and better understanding why he's in distress. So I think that transition was too clean. And I love how when he wishes to not exist anymore, they make him still exist, but just no one knows him, and his footprint is just not there. Whereas I expected him to be kind of like an invisible figure, just watching people from the inside out, or the outside in, whatever you want to call it, and just being like a presence where like he can't actually impact those around him and interact with the world. It's more so like a ghost, like I said. But even like Clarence, like him being a physical force in the world too, is really cool. That he got to interact with people, and I mean, I guess that's kind of like leaves like a confusion on. I guess that first guy gets a little confused because he was in the shack with George and Clarence right after they jumped off the bridge. Everyone else doesn't really know Clarence, but so I guess that first guy gets confused. But I don't know. I thought it was a really good touch. I really enjoyed that, and then the comedic aspects of the movie too were really good. Like, I didn't expect this to be a comedy at all, and it was really, really funny. So I appreciated that as well. But yeah, no, it's interesting to see such an old film touch on things that people struggle with in the current day. Like 80 years later? Like, that's insane. And there's some Johns in this movie too. Like, let me find out y'all's looking like that. Let me find out. I'm about to make a wish to Clarence. Now he got his wings already, so he ain't gonna want to help me out. I gotta figure out someone else that don't got wings. But yeah, no, this movie was really, really good. Definitely the tail end really, and I don't want to say this like disrespectfully and saying like the tail end saved the movie for me, because I feel like that's a stretch. Like, that makes it seem like the beginning was boring. And that's not the case at all. Like, I'm gonna I guess I wait for the rating. I guess the beginning, or like most of the movie, I'm just like, oh, this movie's like a solid 8. Like, I can see the life lessons and stuff like that, but that's a chill movie. It's like an 8, and then like the end just definitely like boosted up higher. So I really appreciated that. So why did I choose this movie? I chose this movie because I noticed it on the IMDb's 250 list of the top 250 movies, according to public perception and their rankings. And it's a movie that I saw that I had at my access and I've never seen before. And my goal is to watch all the movies on there. And so I was like, you know what, this would be a perfect opportunity to watch this movie. Again, I kind of mentioned how I was kind of tempted to watch it in black and white, which I might do now, actually. Well, not literally now, because it's kind of late, but I think next time I watch the movie, it's gonna be in black and white, because I'm just curious on like what that vibe is like. Because Amazon Prime has this option for black or white or color. But yeah, I saw this movie and I was like, oh, I see this is available for me to watch. Let me watch it because I haven't seen it before. And so I'm really grateful that I did. I think it was ranking number 21. And I say that because it seems like the rankings change. And who knows, maybe with me watching all these movies and putting in my own input of what I think the movie deserves on a scale of 1 through 10 stars, I could be influencing some of these changes that I've seen in the past. So yeah, that's why I chose this movie. What thoughts does this movie spur? What do I think about? I kind of said this already, but like, how many people are going through this currently? Like, you think of taking a step back, right? Think about all the people that, going back to the very beginning where they were talking about Potter's giving 50 cents on the dollar. Like, how many people went to loan sharks? How many people wanted a house or had some type of financial goal and they couldn't meet that goal because something temporary popped up, like a illness, or they basically needed money sooner and they need to reprioritize. And the easiest thing to do was to go for a loan shark, or someone who was just not giving them the best humane deal, but someone who's just trying to make a profit off of them. Think about all that. And then think about like the actual goals of being a homeowner for some people. Whereas in here, they were just really stressing like, hey, like, Potter is your landlord. He's charging you whatever rent you want. Aren't you tired of that? Don't you want to own your own house? And then we see them like coming together and like, all right, he's right, let's stick it out. And then boom, like, these people are homeowners now and they're like really happy and they have a whole community, and it's just really beautiful. And so, man, this movie is crazy. But I'm given that this movie was like 80 years old at this point, like, it's crazy how it's still relevant now. It makes me wonder, like, why is it still relevant? Like, what does that say about us and to an extent? But it's insane. It kind of must be kind of cool to live in this time frame too. Like, you see how like everything was just so connected back then. Well, now everyone's kind of like more, I don't want to say selfish, but it just, I don't know, like walking distance and people were just hanging out, and I don't know. It kind of gave me cool vibes. And I know this is a movie, you want to see the good parts of it. So This is definitely during around the World War II time frame, like a few years after. So I'm sure it wasn't all this sweet back then. So I don't know, but it just looks like a really homey vibe in this community, and I think that would be an honor to live in somewhere like this. But I'll close with just saying something else I think about when watching this is like how like did this movie impact anyone at all? Like did anyone have like feelings of questioning themselves and their existence in this reality? And did they watch this movie and did it like kind of give them some type of an awakening or encouragement or some type of positive reinforcement on explaining to them why they matter? That's something that I'd be curious about. So if any of these answers or questions resonate with you, I'd love to hear from you down below. So what feelings did this movie create? Definitely a lot of laughter. I definitely found the comedic aspects of this movie really good. Then I also just gotta like, oh my god, like I don't know what this feeling is classified as, but like angst or like worried, like anxious, like just seeing like what's happening and like hoping it works out for the best, because George is a great person if you haven't noticed that, and I'm just hoping that it all worked out for him. And I know at the end of the day Potter still kept the money, which is unfortunate, but everyone like came together, like a community of people came together and made it all worth it. So those are like the feelings for me. Like thankfully I feel like I've seen a lot of sad movies the past few days. Thankfully this one wasn't sad in that regard. Nice break from that feeling. But yeah, I would say those are the feelings that this movie made me feel. So what moments, characters, or ideas resonated with me and why? I'm just gonna the community aspect is just so powerful to me. Like when ever since I was younger, right? I always thought about people like PewDiePie or like Syndicate or like big YouTubers, I guess in this current day and age, like Ninja or what's his name now? Mr. Beast. Like you think about all the subscribers that they have. Imagine if all their subscribers gave them $1. You're talking about people that have millions of subscribers. Like that's insane. Like you're asking people for very little for what most people would consider very little. Everyone has their own financial strengths and stuff like that, but for the most part, let's just say $1, something people can afford. Imagine you asking everyone for $1, which is like a small percentage of however much they have, right? But it becomes such a big percentage when it's lumped together as a community. Like that's insane. So something that stuck out to me was just like when the community came together, everyone, like you saw earlier in the movie, like all of them just came and they wanted their money back, and they thankfully stuck through with George and he's such a great people person, but they stuck by him and his vision, and it paid dividends literally. And now they're coming back to him like, yo, this dude did nothing but look out for us, and we're gonna look out for him now. It's our turn. And so that sense of community is definitely, and not to drag anything, but it's like literally something that I want from this channel, like a sense of community where people like myself, like hopefully you, if you're watching this, we just love movies, and I'm not gonna say tired of people just ignoring movies or watching movies just to watch them like for downtime, but people that kind of like enjoy what movies stand for and what they mean and the impact that they can give. The people that can come together and talk about that and just say, yo, I love this part because XYZ, rather than say, oh no, it was a good movie. Well, what was good about it? Well, you know, like, and that's what I'm hoping that this channel does. And I mean, not everyone needs to do that. If you just enjoy my reactions and my reviews, then totally fine. But for the most part, like, that's one of my goals with this channel, to spread awareness with the movies that I'm watching and movies that I want to see, like documenting movies I've always wanted to see or movies that I feel like could be life-changing for myself. But then also creating a community where everyone can, come together and talk about movies. So the community aspect really resonated with me. Favorite moment? Oh, the whole thing was really good, honestly. But favorite moment's got to be the community. I'm gonna leave it at that because I already mentioned that already. But that's definitely my favorite moment. My least favorite moment is definitely Potter keeping the money. Like, what the hell is that, bro? Like, are you dead ass? Like, no redemption arc. It's unfortunate, but that's realistic. And I'm someone who appreciates realism in a time where I feel like movies and shows don't have that anymore. So no redemption arc kind of sucked, but that's definitely my least favorite moment. You got Mr. Potter just stuck in his ways, not doing anything for the community, positive, and just selfish to the very end. Favorite character? It gotta be George, right? If not George, who? I really appreciated George, and I really appreciated Mary. I think Mary, like, even though George is the main character, the few scenes that I've seen of Mary, she was just great. Like, her planning the wedding celebration, her handling the troops, of like getting everyone together. You can see how they raise the kids. Like she's just so pure. Mary's high up there for me. Like George is like 1A, she's like 1B. Like you can tell she's a great person, and I'm glad George picked her. Like he was being like a doofus, not picking her and waiting for so long, but I'm glad he didn't choose Violet. He went with Mary because she's definitely a gem. Least favorite character, of course, Harry F. Potter. It's the only Harry Potter that I would not encourage anyone to become, not anyone to admire to be. He's probably, don't take offense, but if we being for real, he's probably a Slytherin. This is Harry. You know, when you talked about anything but Slytherin, this is the world if you became a Slytherin. Not gonna lie. Biggest takeaway, outside of the whole community thing, I think it's definitely just in the darkest times, and I kind of said this already, I know just mentioned Harry Potter, but it truly is like in the darkest times, you just got to turn on the damn light. Like think about, it's easy, and I say this respectfully because I know everyone has like their different levels of complexities and feelings and all that, but speaking broadly, there's going to be difficult times for everyone, but there has to be some type of conceptualization and thinking of, okay, what does this mean for me? Is this temporary? What else is out there? Is this everything, or is there more to live? Is there more to gain? Is there an ability for me to rebound? I think just taking your time and not acting rash, I think is the biggest takeaway. Because we're not George, we're not Clarence. We make decisions, and those decisions become permanent, whether they're like decisions of taking one's own life or just decisions of getting revenge on someone or doing something not appropriate because we feel like we don't have another opportunity. Those temporary feelings or temporary actions cause permanent effects, and I think people don't understand that enough. Like I know there was a time where I'm sure someone thought what they did to me was temporary, but it's permanent. Like it affected me permanently. My actions towards them are now permanent. So you just got to be cognizant of the impact that you can make with the littlest action, verbal, non-verbal, whatever. That's the biggest takeaway for me. Would you rewatch this movie? Definitely, I would rewatch this movie. This is like a feel-good movie, but also like I don't know. It's just like I could definitely see how this movie is a classic. It gives me good vibes. I could see this movie being like a movie I'd watch around the Christmas time frame as well. I definitely would rewatch this movie for sure. And I want to rewatch this movie black and white. That will be the next watch. And now it's time for the infamous Rainer rating, where I rate movies on a scale of 1 to 11. It's essentially a scale of 1 to 10, with 11 being for the utmost, spectacular, Mount Rushmore-esque, perfect, whatever you want to call it. Your favorite movies of all time, movies that impact you and change who you are and influence the person you're going to become. Those types of movies. So when thinking about the 1946 movie, A Wonderful Life, my Rainer rating would be a 9. I'm giving it a 9. I mentioned this earlier, but the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, okay, this movie's like a solid 8, like in a good way. Like I'm like, okay, I'm really enjoying this movie, but like I feel like I'm not really gaining anything from it too much for it to be higher than an 8. And then that whole bridge scene happens, and then immediately like just gets so much better. And I'm like, this is so powerful. And I think that's why I can't rate it higher than 9 at this present moment. Again, like these, as I rewatch movies or as time goes on and I think about them more, the ratings are probably always going to change, but my initial rating is going to be a 9. And it wouldn't be higher because it took some time for me to get to this part of the movie, which is okay, because some movies don't have it all, or some have it too soon. You know, I feel like it was a good point in the movie where it worked out so beautifully, and that's why this movie's getting a 9 from me. And with that is my reaction and my review to the 1946 film, A Wonderful Life. What did you think? Was I too critical? Was I not critical enough? Did I miss anything? Or did I hit something spot on that you wouldn't have expected me to? Or did I say something that maybe you thought of that you were just glad someone else felt the same way? Or do you think there's something that I should relook at? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed, I'd appreciate if you liked, comment, and subscribed. And if you want to see my full-length reaction to this film, I highly recommend you check out my Patreon link down below. That's all from me. So right now you're going to see another option for a standalone movie or what YouTube thinks fits you best. But if you want to charter your own journey, check out my channel. I'll see you at the next one. Let's get into it.